Hey Wayne, but it was a blessing. Coach Tiger came in and he was my hero. I didn't have really any offers that I could really, any schools I could really go to at the time. So he came in and it was a blessing. It wasn't the season we were looking for, but we're working hard right now to improve that.
What was the feeling like when he told you you did get an offer from Florida State?
Man, we were sitting at a round table up in Coach Tiger's office. All my parents, my brother and sister up there, and it was just tears falling down our faces. It was a dream come true for me.
Did you? He gave you the scholarship offer in his office.
Yes, sir.
Did you come? I'm Corey, by the way, with War Chant. Did he commit right? Did you commit right then?
Right away, I committed. So I'm out here.
What did you think it was coming?
Not at the time. Not at the time. I didn't know. He just told me when he actually came to a visit at my school in Pensacola, and he told me he wanted me to come on an official visit, and I didn't know. I was just hoping that something happened.
And you literally had no offers, not even from like Division II schools? Or?
No, I had 8 or 9 offers,
right.
But those schools kind of backed off on me when I didn't commit to those schools. So it was late in the process, and like I said, there was no school I could call and say I want to commit here at the time.
Keyshawn, I'm Tim with Seminoles.com. When you're coming over for that visit, or maybe you driving down, what's going through your mind? You got butterflies? What's that moment before you get here like?
Most definitely, I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect. When I got here, they treated me like family. They treated me like they already had offered me. So I was just, it was family atmosphere, and it was great.
Pretty surreal. 2 weeks before you weren't even thinking this was a possibility or whatever it was.
Most definitely. When he came to my school, they called me over intercom and told me to come to the front office. And I was like, what's going on? And I seen Coach Taggart and Coach Fry sitting in the office. Like, whoa, they coming to see me? You know what I'm saying? It was kind of surprising. But man, it was just, like I said, Coach Taggart came in. He didn't say anything about my size like other schools did. And he said he can work with me. He told me to come on an official visit.
Keyshawn, Chantel with the Sentinel. Does that kind of make it easier, his belief in you so early on, make it easier for you to kind of stick to the game plan this year?
Most definitely. Coach Tiger believes in me. He always did. Ever since I stepped on the field and showed him what I could do. So he believed in me since day one.
Did you grow up a Florida State fan, being in Pensacola?
Yes, sir. My mom went here. So from day one, I was a Florida State fan.
What was it like walking out of, onto that field for the first time, growing up all your life wanting to play here?
I kind of walked out in the tunnel, and we're in the tunnel, we're getting pumped up. When I walk out, I kind of just gaze around, looking at the crowd, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a dream. I've been watching Florida State ever since I could remember.
Were there days, I don't know, maybe in December or January, where you're really wondering, where am I going to go to school? Like, this is getting really serious. I don't know where I'm going to go.
Most definitely. My brother actually signed in December, and I used to sit in my bed late nights and just cry because I didn't know where I was going to go. And I knew I was working hard. I knew all my hard work wouldn't pay off. So, yeah, just sitting in the bed, just thinking where I would go. And Coach Tiger came in.
And did the whole family cry around the table?
The whole family. I think my brother was the first one crying.
Really?
Yeah.
Did y'all give him a big hug? Did y'all give Coach Tiger a big hug?
Was your uncle pretty happy to see how things worked out?
Yes, sir. Very happy.
Did you talk to him at all, or before or after the process? Did he tell you anything about? Obviously, it's been a while since he played, but obviously he knows this place pretty well.
Yeah, after the process, he talked about the culture here. You know what I mean? What Coach Tiger's going to hold me to. He came in and offered me a scholarship, so he expects a lot out of me.
Keyshawn, it's Keyshawn from The Athletic. So once the season started and you actually started to see some playing time, what was that like for you?
In the beginning, it was kind of tough. But just the more preparation I had going into the game, the better I was. But just getting comfortable with the game speed and how big the guys are, how fast they are, it's helped me a lot.
I know you kind of had your breakout against Clemson. Obviously, the game didn't go the way you wanted to, but just scoring a touchdown, what was that like?
I'm a team guy, and scoring a touchdown, it was good, but we didn't get the W. So.
I'm Ira from WarChant.com. When you got here, all the players and coaches we talked to just talked about how determined you were and how you kind of made your presence known right off the bat. Is that mentality kind of being a little bit of an undersized guy? Have you always had that mentality of wanting to prove yourself?
Most definitely. Ever since I started playing football, I've been the smallest one on my football team. So I've always had people tell me, I was too small to do something, or too little, or too weak. You know what I'm saying? So I just always played with that chip on my shoulder.
What age do you remember that starting?
Since 4.
No. And then Cam was talking about your mentality in meetings and that you're just so focused, you never miss anything. Have you always had that, or have you taken that to another level?
Most
since you got
definitely. My dad always preached to me the little things matter. You know, when you get to college, everybody's good. So what's going to separate you is the little things. Just things like taking notes in meetings, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Did you know, like, when you got here that you were going to have the impact that you did as a freshman?
No, sir, not at all. Ever since I got here, I worked hard, and that's all I could depend on, working hard, and I came here to prove myself and prove that I belong here and that I can play at this level. So just coming in, just working hard in camp, and just really proving myself to coaches that I can play.
Did you have to prove it to yourself?
Most def. From day one of camp, you know what I mean, just getting comfortable with the guys, and actually I started making plays and kind of surprised myself what I was doing. But I knew that my hard work, it was paying off.
Keyshawn, obviously Coach Taggart bringing you here obviously means a lot to you. And what does it mean to you to potentially be part of the group and the Tribe 18, I guess is what Cam was calling it, that can sort of lay the foundation for him and get this thing moving in the right direction?
The culture here is great. Coach Tigers came in and he's changing things. And this is a culture just living up to that expectation that all of y'all expect us to live up to.
Do you feel like you guys, your signing class, are a big part of that?
Most def. All of them. Everyone in Tribe 18, Coach Tiger signed is great players, and even better, great people.
Keyshawn, Kyle from WTXL. Just what have you seen from the guys so far during the chase and just kind of, I guess the preamp to spring ball and just kind of getting here?
Determination, perseverance. Getting knocked down but getting back up. The guys are fighting. We're working hard. And like I said, we went 5-7 last year, but it's going to be different this year.
Keyshawn, Chris with 247. What was your first thoughts on Coach Browse when he arrived here and you first met him?
I knew he was one of the best offensive coordinators in the nation. He's a high energy guy, and he's going to bring swagger to our team. And he's fun to be around, and he's just a great coach.
How much different do you think the offense is going to be from what you experienced this past season to what he's going to bring in?
I'm not quite sure yet. I watched a little film on him. I just know he's one of the best offensive coordinators. Honestly, we haven't really watched a lot of film on him yet, but I'm excited to watch film.
And Coach Dugans, have you had a chance to kind of get to meet him after him getting hired officially in January?
Yeah, it's great to have somebody back here who played here and knows the expectations that everyone holds Florida State too. Like I said, he's a high energy guy. He expects a lot out of the receivers.
Did you know anything about his career here before he got here, Coach Dugans?
No, sir, not.
Have you learned anything about it since?
Oh yeah, he's talked about it. Watched a few videos of them working out and stuff like that, and I researched it myself a little bit just to find out a little bit more about him. But I'm pretty sure I will learn more about him.
Excited to learn from a guy like that who was in your shoes as a Florida State receiver and kind of got where you, I assume, want to go one day as far as getting to the next level and all that kind of stuff.
Most definitely, he knows what it takes. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to hold us. He's going to hold us accountable. He's going to have high expectations for us.
You talked about playing with a chip on your shoulder. Now that you're not a guy that's under the radar, how do you maintain that?
I still feel like I have something to prove. I mean, I played a little bit as a freshman, but I still feel like I have something to prove, and that's how it's always going to be for me. I know I got to do, as a smaller guy, I have to do things better than the bigger guys. So it just pushes me and just drives me.
Even when as you got to high school and started standing out, did you feel like guys on other teams would try you and doubt you?
In the beginning of high school, yes, they tried me, but once I started proving myself my 10th, 11th, 12th grade year in high school, I was getting doubled at receiver. They started respecting me more.
When you first got here, when was your first moment you're like, okay, I belong? Like, was there a moment in practice?
Just the plays I made during camp. A couple plays at the beginning of the camp that I made, I just knew I belonged. I knew that I was a player and I could play.
Some of the stuff you do out there as far as, making guys miss and being hard to tackle, does that come natural or is that something you had to work on?
A little bit of both. Like I said, since 4, me and my dad been in the backyard working. Ladder drills, cone drills, stuff like that. Just working. It's a little bit of both, though.
Do you feel like you can use your size to your advantage a little bit in terms of, getting low and getting hard for guys to get a hand on and hard to get a good angle on?
Most definitely. I'm kind of slippery, so it's kind of hard for guys. I'm short, so you 6'4" guys got to bend down to tackle me, so I feel like it's an advantage.
At the same time, when you do get hit, like last year you got a couple big hits, how important is it to get right back up and let them know you didn't feel it?
That's how I've always been. I've always got hit hard, and it it woke me up. You know, this is college football now. So it just drives me. Just bring some more. That's what I tell him. Come on, bring some more.
What's your relationship with Coach Kelly been like? I mean, seems like a really good father figure, mentor kind of guy.
Most definitely. Coach Kelly is a father figure for me. He didn't. As soon as I came in here, he didn't treat me no different than the other receivers. Even though I was the lowest ranked recruit here coming in, he didn't treat me no different. You know what I'm saying? I can go to Coach Kelly about anything, talk to him about anything. He's gonna listen.
What was it like working with James Blackman last year at quarterback, and how have you seen him kind of elevate during the offseason with him assuming that role again of #1 QB?
Well, he's an alpha dog. He's that leader that we need on this football team. Me and James actually worked with the twos last year. And he's a player. He's determined. He knows the culture here at Florida State, so he's going to be good, man.
Did you work a good bit with Nolan too last year, over the course of last year? A lot of guys don't know a lot about him. From your perspective, what kind of player is he?
He's a great player. Can run, can throw. He's an athlete, really.
And just offensively, how are you guys kind of dealing with all of the changes, you know, just with coaching, with, you know, quarterbacks and, you know, even with new recruits?
Just having a positive mindset on everything. Everything happens for a reason. So just really just getting with my teammates, getting with the coaches, just learning more and more about it.
Okay, and do you